Welcome to the In and Out review of the Walking Dead series. I love and appreciate a good narrative. Story is the driving force not only in entertainment but life. We hear about stories, whether fiction or non-fiction, that helps us remember the past, imagine the future, or just simply be in the present moment. I love it when a video game can pull me into its world and make me feel. And that's exactly what The Walking Dead did for me. And I'm just happy to be a gamer. The gaming series is based off the popular comic book series. If you don't know, here's a quick breakdown. The zombie apocalypse has occurred and humanity is at a loss. Not having a cure, explanation, or really any clue on how to handle the situation, people do whatever it takes to survive. What makes The Walking Dead a great piece of art is not the flesh-eating zombies, whom do pose a threat, but it's the living you have to worry the most about. People aren't nice. They are desperate, tired, and willing to do anything to survive. Now, when it comes to the actual game, the story is similar to the comics. Survive at any cost while trying to hold on to your humanity or whatever you have left of it. We have different characters when it comes to the game, and that's where the series begins. There are 4 seasons total with 2 DLCs. Season 1 introduces you to this world, and following in the following seasons, move the story further along. This game is story driven, really dialogue heavy. So if you're not into the, story driven, dialogue heavy type situation, you probably want to pass on this one. During conversations, you have choices on how you would like to respond. Each choice you make determines your relationship with others and how the story progresses. This is a slow paced game. It's slow, okay? It's not turtle slow, but it's slow, with action sequences here and there that are performed by quick time events and following like button prompts, to press. They pop up on the screen and you follow that. You have a certain time limit to follow it, or it could mean sudden death. Game looks great. Love the art direction they chose. Character models are decent looking and environments look nice. It's not a graphical spectacle, but it's not ugly either. Like it's a pretty looking game. There are some hiccups here and there with character faces and their walking animations, especially in season 3, which was my least favorite season. Yeah, I want to talk about that one. I had a good time overall with this game series. Season 1 was a classic, season 2 carried the torch, and 3 was garbage, like I mentioned, in my opinion. 4 brought it home. 4 really brought it home and really finished strong. The DLCs, yeah, they're not bad. The DLCs, some things, they put together some things, if you want to get the whole entire story, which you should. So I do encourage you to play the DLC. They're not the best thing. I don't think you have to, but it's nice if you want to, put the story completely together. I don't think you'll be lost if you don't play the DLC, but it's a nice thing. It's a nice addition. That's why it's DLC. It just adds to the experience. Especially the DLC 400 Days. That DLC is decent and puts some things together. But it's nothing too special. What else? What else? The first and final season is where it's at, to be honest. It's worth playing it the entire way through. It's worth playing this whole series the entire way through just to get to season 4. It's incredible. I love season 4. Season 3, like I mentioned, let's talk about that. Season 3, I don't know what happened. I know Telltale had some issues. They closed down or something like that. So that might have something to do with it. But season 3 was the weakest. Story orientated, terrible. Like the story was bad. I felt like everything was rushed. They just threw things together. It really felt like that. And I'm not some big huge video game critic, but I know what I like, and I did not like season 3. Clementine is the main character when it comes to this game. Lee was the main character in season 1, but Clementine was also there too, and she carries the rest of the series. And she was like totally absent. I mean, she was present in season 3, but she was absent. You just have to play it, man, to understand what I'm saying. Characters just seem weird. Like I said, the dialogue was off. Things seemed rushed. The story was not inviting at all. I wasn't intrigued by the story. I could do without. It really was a bummer. But going back to season 4, incredible, man. Like I said, it really carried the game. The only issue I do have was I do have questions. I do have questions. Some things happen, especially in season 4 towards the end. I'm like, what the? How is that possible? But, I had to think like it's a video game. Take it easy, my friend. It's not real life. But it's like, okay, you pull on my heartstrings, and then you do this and then you do that, which was cool. It makes the game more intriguing and things like that, and brings the drama. But then some things happen, and I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense, and yada yada yada. I don't want to spoil anything. But anyways, if I had to rate this game between a yoga lame, yoga yup, yoga fire, yoga flame, I'm gonna give it a yoga fire. It would have been a yoga yup if it wasn't for season 4. Season 1, like I said, is a classic. Season 2 is pretty darn good. 3 killed it. The DLC is meh, but season 4 really brought it home. So it deserves a yoga fire. Clementine, love you. Great job. Love this game. Highly recommend it. Holla at your boy, Bella Late Than Never Gaming. Peace.
We need to make them hard to climb over, so the raiders have to come in through the gates.
We used to keep barbed wire in the greenhouse.
This is where we should make our stand. There's only one way in, the front, and then there's the big central staircase. If we rig that path with traps, we can pull back here.
Luring in our attackers. I like it.